Welcome to Irish Outlaw Garage. We have plenty, way too many projects to work on. But today, we just come up with the bright idea that old Brownie here hasn't ran for 2 years.
Yeah, because I remember we took it out in 2017, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was like 2020, 21, I started it up. It's been sitting a while, so I thought, we ain't got really nothing doing today, waiting on parts. Of course, waiting on parts. So, let's see if we can get this old girl just started right up. It used to ran pretty good. Got oil pressure problems, but let's just put a battery in it, maybe a little gas, and let's see if it'll start. All right. So what we got here is my 1982 Ford Bronco XLT Lariat. Yep, it is the Lariat. And it's, you know, old, just like me. So I got this car in a trade. Excuse me. I got this Bronco in a trade. Traded, I think, bad set of 18-inch subwoofers, you know, PA speakers, a board, I think, and that's all I traded for it. The guy wanted it out of his yard. It was his father's. They used to take it on family trips to southern Indiana to the basically Jeep trails, and it didn't always look this bad. I've had it under a tarp and, you know, tried to take care of it as best I could, but I've always kept a tarp over it. But what it is it's missing things that, you know, to make it. This window got broke out on accident, but let me show you the inside of it real quick. And yeah, it's dirty, easy to clean out. That window's been down, but it had a tarp on it. This thing has 129,000 original miles. All the gauges work. The heat will work, but I haven't done it in a while. And it is, you know, 4-wheel drive. And, you know, it's got some really nice interior. It's not in bad shape at all. Of course, it's dirty right now. But I'll put that in there because I had to have tunes, put new speakers in the doors. This, I think, actually works. I can't remember. But it is automatic C6. And, you know, it is what it is. It's just a nice little mud toy drive around thing. But unfortunately, it has low oil pressure. And I could probably fix that. I put this top on here because we like to use these. Here's our Jeep. And this was the same way, and it had the hard top. But unfortunately, this thing, since I've had it, it never had a rear window. And this one, excuse me, I have this window here that comes in here and it locks in. Tailgate works, you know. The only thing that's really shot in the interior is the carpet. It's not in bad shape. It does need a tailgate. Bumpers, you know, real good shape. There, you can tell that's the last time it was on the road right there. 2018. The tires on this thing were on it when I got it, and they are weather cracked and worn. Uniroyal Laredos. I don't even think they have those anymore. This was on it when I bought it, or when I traded for it. This happened because a tree limb fell and hit our GT350 Mustang at the same time it did this dent. Other than that, this hood was perfect. It had no dents in it whatsoever. The bumper's still in great shape, grill's in great shape. So let's open up there and show you what I got under the hood. Well, now, I opened this hood and yeah, it got taken over. You can see it leaked onto the air cleaner, but that's good. It, you know, kept the carb. This originally would have been that injection crap. I don't know what Ford was thinking, but the family had this. They put a 2-barrel on it. Now, since I've had it, it did not run. Starter was bad. So what I did is I put a starter on it. I put headers, and they're rusty. I painted them probably 2 or 3 different times with coating, and you know, it just didn't roll. It didn't work. It does have the original Ford ignition system, but it always worked for me, so I never had any trouble. It always charged. It always did everything it's supposed to do. So when I got this, it had a water leak and it had an intake leak. So I took everything apart, put a new intake gasket in it, and I never had a lick of trouble out of this thing, other than it has low oil pressure, and I'm pretty sure it's the pump. I've tried everything, you know, if you're driving down the road, you got good oil pressure, but if you sit, it starts to go down. But here's the catch. I've never put a mechanical gauge on this thing. So the gauge in the dash, or the sending unit, which I think I changed right there, it could be bad. So that is something I need to check out. The heater did work on this thing, but it's very, you know, half the time it, you know, you couldn't feel it because it's a Bronco. But what we're doing today, I'm going to check the oil, check everything out, make sure it's got oil in it and water. It's never leaked. So let's check out our, oh yeah, look at there. She's still full. That's good. And then what do we got for orals? We're good. Looks good too. Look at that. That's nice and clean. Let's say I changed the oil, I think, just before I parked this thing. And people don't ever do this, but you should really check your power steering fluid, especially on a Ford, before you go cranking it, because if it's on there, you're going to burn her up. So belts are all here. They're getting tight. That's a new alternator. This thing's already been all upgraded in here, and we're going to take this off. Oh boy, that could be a problem. Nope, there it comes. No, yep, no. Oh, that hurts. I got drumming fingers going on. Let me see if I can get a better grip. Did you bring the pliers? I didn't bring the pliers.
I didn't bring no
I didn't bring one. Oh, hey, we'll just take out the whole damn thing. Why not? There it goes. Wow, that's bad. That sucker is rusted. I had this thing covered, but you know, it's sitting on ground. There's no rock or anything underneath this. Well, son of a gun, how long does it have to be? Come on, dang it. Get out of there. All right.
You got that thing on.
There we go. All right, so we got here the Holly 2 barrels. And this one came off, I guess, the family's a brother or a cousin of the family. This was on his circle track car. So it's popped up pretty good. All the lines seem to be decent. It is a manual choke, which, believe it or not, since I've been dealing with chokes a lot lately, I think I would rather have a manual choke next time. This has a C6 in it. I did change the filters and everything on it back in like 16, something like that. But it still leaked. The front pump seal leaks a little bit, but you know, they got that rebuild juice stuff that works pretty good. So it's all here. This thing's complete. The only thing it's missing is an air condition, but who gives a crap about that? This thing flows good enough. All right. Hey. There. So I had a charged battery. This is actually Gutless Cutlass's battery, and it's
That
starting to wear down. This thing's from 2018, and nope, that ain't gonna work. Let's turn her around. But we're gonna try to use her anyway. Man, why did I? This is the wrong style battery for this. All right.
that
Make sure that's good and tight. Should have brought my Alka Bong. I could just beat it on there, you know. So let's see what this thing does. We're gonna put some juice to it. Hopefully nothing goes pop, boom, fizz, then the whole thing goes up in flames, you know. Let's try it. Nothing. That's good. Got an extra long cable here.
Cutlass's battery has been through every single car almost.
Yep, this battery has been through every car. Oh, need to primer up a hair. I took the liberty of taking WD-40 here and sprayed down all the carb, like all your linkages, to make sure it was nice and free. And I got my 2-cycle oil. We're gonna give it a whole bunch because I'm sure it's moved everything back. You guys keep an eye on that for me. Let's try it. Give her some choke. Whoops. Wow. Like a sewing machine. Old crappy gas that was in there made it a little tough, but we got it. Now, I'm not sure where all my smoke's coming from here. Oh, just oil burning off the exhaust. Yeah, I had all that put in there too. The side runner, you know. But this thing is solid. Like, you know, other than this crap in the back, I mean, it is solid. I don't know how this thing has survived, but it has. We almost sold it. Almost. And we're still maybe considering that. I don't know. I really love this old truck. This thing is my baby. This is another one that I really didn't want anybody driving. But you can see RPM gauge works, fuel gauge does not. This thing has a full tank of fuel in it, and right there you can see the oil pressure's way up, but once this thing warms up, it just gets down to here. So it may still, you know, it's bad. It could possibly be bad. I may need an oil pump. Temp gauge works, but it's, you know, it's too cold right now. Speedometer works. I don't even know if let's see if this thing come on. It's probably locked up now, but it did come on. You just had to flop that over there, put it on floor, and it worked on high. I imagine it's probably locked up, but that's okay. I mean, I put brand new lockers in this thing. These are the old ones. I held on to them, and then, you know, you could tell it was an older couple that ran it. This is what they had on this. These were for your little things for your seat belts that go on your shoulder, because they would wear them so long and then going through the woods and things. But you ain't gonna find no parts and stuff in here. It's this thing is ready to go. Well, that's, wow, okay. But this is a good old vehicle. Had a place, had a CB here, had a place for an antenna right on the back over here. I took the shitty, oh, hey, is that the only one? I hope. Get out of there. It's the only time you'll see me do that. There's all kinds of wasp nests in here. Damn. Yeah. I'm allergic as hell, so that wouldn't be good. All right. Wonder if the transmission works. Got a little bit of brake. Let's try a reverse. There's. I'll be damned. Look at that. We got gears. Drive. Oh yeah. Well, that's just fucking awesome. Uh-oh. I imagine this thing needs to get its bearings back. I don't know if it's charging or not. We never knew. Anyway. Yeah. Out for the trees.
How does this thing still run?
I don't know, buddy. Some vehicles are just awesome. There's drive. Woo!
My mirrors work.
Oh, we got a low tire. We got to remember that. We got front brakes.
Yeah.
There's a bad line in the rear. Oh, I went all the way to the needle's no good to the transmission, so.
I don't know if we can fix it or something. Oh wow, look at me.
Yee-hoo. Yeah. Will she go? What do you think? Oh. Oh yeah, she still goes. Put some air in the tires.
You pull it up in it.
Yeah.
Hey, if we fix this thing, we can drive it again.
I just make Skylar drive this damn thing.
Yeah.
Keep my Mustang. Let me change to get some airs. So if we can shut the windows, it's actually, you can get all the leaves and crap out of here. It's actually putting out heat. I had the blower motor unhooked. Don't know why I did that, but I just found it. So we got all the tires aired up. We've let it run. It's come to normal operating pressure or temperature. It's fine. It's charging. Oil pressure's staying up there. Now, I don't know if that's just because it's cold or what. Let's put it in gear. It's staying up there. So, I don't know. Let's see if she drives. We know it drives. Let's just see what it'll do. I didn't even check the damn transmission. But by the way, this thing has tilt too. It's in your freaking turning signal. You push it forward. That guy had it up like this the whole time he was driving it. He was a kid. He had no idea. And I went, well, if you push this in and put it down, it's got tilt. It's actually pretty cool. Less levers. Let's see. All the dogs are barking. They think we're leaving them.
But we're just going up the road.
Ooh. This thing still runs like a top. Been sitting since 2018, y'all.
I drove in 2018.
Oh, I killed it. Dang it. That's my bad. Uh-oh. There we go. I had it in reverse. Well, what's going on now? Uh-oh. Hold on. We're back. Turns out that battery, I said it had enough. It had enough, hadn't it?
Yeah.
It's totally charged. It wouldn't start this thing. We put another one in and it fired right up.
was like,
That's just how it goes, man.
it was like, I don't want to do this for any more cars.
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah, it was like, you keep using me. I just don't want to get used anymore.
If I remember right, this thing was a tire burning machine. It is a tire burning machine. Yeah. Woo! Love that smell, don't we?
Don't do it again.
And take her down to the edge and see what she does.
Oh my god. Oh. I remember when you were coming down the road with Gutless, you did burn out when smoke was flying everywhere.
Yep. Good Lord.
This reminds me of when we took Blake on the burnout.
Yeah, I need to fix them rear brakes yet. Here you go, buddy. Hold that.
Are we going to do a burnout again?
No, I'm not doing something. We're just turning around. We're just turning around. Can't see nothing because the mirrors are just nasty.
I can see out of my mirror. Down the end of the road.
Did anything start working? Nope.
No.
Oh, wait.
Hey!
We got stereo.
Let's go.
See what we can get in.
How come every other one's is blue, but Oogie's is purple?
Oh. It works.
Copyright.
I can't believe that thing still works.
After 2 years.
Longer than that, buddy. 2018. 2018, you know. That's a long time ago.
It's like 4 years.
Yeah. Good job. 4 years. Oh, yeah. This thing. Pretty cool. One gear. Not shifted. Not wanting to shift. Probably just low on fluid. I mean, I didn't even check that, but I know we need to fix the rear brakes, or whatever we decide to do, we need to fix the rear brakes. I replaced a line at one time, and it obviously ain't ready for that. It still ain't working, so. There's gear 1. There's 2, but you gotta manually do it. Let's see if we can get a 3 out of it, huh? Nice thing about these Broncos is watch this. This is crazy. This little bitty area, I barely had to do anything. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? There's 1. They're shifting to 2nd. I did it manually. Let's see if we can get a 3rd. Nope. Nope. It'll do it manually. That just means she's low on fluid. That's all. We can get to that.
At least she started right up.
Yep. Give her the beans. Woo! Yeah, what the hell. Cool. Well, that new AutoZone is not working. So I don't remember if that's a lifetime warranty or not, but it could not be that. Maybe this ain't turning it on. So we'll see. But hey, look at that. Runs like a top. But I need to check that oil pressure. I hope, maybe, just maybe, it's that sending unit. Maybe it's getting warm and shutting down. You got to check that before you go all crazy. I just never checked it. But yeah, I'll be damned if this don't need a thermostat too. It's flowing, but it ain't building pressure. I imagine it's stuck. Pretty sure that regulator's bad. But everything else is working. This thing just will not die. And that's why, you know, what am I gonna do? So it runs, it drives, backwards, forwards, stops, kinda. What do you guys think we should do with it? Should we sell it and take the money and put it towards the other projects? Should we, you know, fix it up? Maybe make a hell of a mud toy and take it down to my buddy's area and just go mudding like crazy? I mean, there's all kinds of parts for these things. It ain't like you don't see many of them around anymore. This thing runs great. Or should we just make it a daily driver? What do you think?
Let's make it a daily driver.
For who?
Me.
For you? Got about 10 more years, 9 more years. 9 or 8.5 years. So yeah, my 1982 Bronco. This was actually, when I first started getting back into putting cars back on the road, this was the very first one. And this thing has been my baby for, God, 2013, 2014, but it's just been sitting because I've been so busy. And I don't know, guys. What do you think? Just a little short thing
Actually,
of one of my projects.
I'm
What?
making a mud toy now.
Huh?
I'm making a mud toy now. We got the burnouts.
Yeah. I knew it did hellacious burnouts, but was it just a burnout machine? Did we take this to a burnout pit? Now that would be neat, because this thing will absolutely rip and tear.
Hopefully it doesn't go like that one truck that
Yeah.
exploded.
But honestly, I'd hate to put this thing into a wall. So anyway,
Yeah.
let me see your comments. What do you want us to do with this? Zeppy said we fix it up for a daily driver.
No, mud toy.
Now you're saying mud toy. The kid, you know, kids these days. Well, you're going to work on it, because if it's going to be a mud toy, it needs a little bit of lift. It needs all kinds of stuff. So
Well,
he's busy playing with the ball, not sitting in front of the camera like he should be. Now he's going to kick it. Yep, there he goes. Right on my, yep, right in the oil. That's good. That's going to do it for this one. Just a little quickie. Y'all take care. Please like, subscribe, notifications, all that shit. Take care. Come on, buddy. What was that thing he was doing? You were doing like something like this? Where you're... Come on, man.